Hey guys! Hey guys! Okay, so let's start. Where were we? Oh yeah, we stopped at when Bilbo had a red face and feeling annoyed. So let's start. Confess to it and be bothered these doors, he said out loud. Why don't they come and lend a hand? Lo and behold, there stood Balin and Dwalin at the door of the kitchen, and Kili and Fili behind them. And before they could say knife, they had whisked their trays and a couple of small tables into the parlor and set out everything afresh. Gandalf sat at the head of the party with the 13 dwarfs all around, and Bilbo sat on a wooden stool at the fireside, nibbling on it at a biscuit. His appetite was quite taken away, and trying to look at as if this was all perfectly and ordinary, as not in the least an adventure. The dwarves ate and ate, and talked, and time got on. At last, they pushed their chairs back, and Bilbo had made a move to collect the plates and glasses. I suppose you will stay. I'll stay till supper, he said in his politest, unpressing tones. Of course, said Foreign, and after we shan't get through this business till late, and we must have some music for now to clear up. For on the 12 doors, not Foreign, he was too important, and stayed talking to Gandalf, jumped to their feet, and made tall piles of all the things. Off they went, not waiting for trays, balancing columns of plates, each with a bottle on top, with one hand, while the hobbit ran after them, almost squeaking with fright. Please be careful, and please don't trouble, I can manage. But the dwarves only started to sing. So this is what they sang, okay? Chips and glasses and cracked the plates, blunt the knives, and bent the forks. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Smashed the bottles and burned the corks. Cut the cloth and tread on the fat. Pour the milk on the pantry floor. Leave the bones on the bedroom mat. Splash the wine on every door. Dump the crocks in a boiling bowl. Pound them up with a thumping pole, and when you've finished, if any are whole, send them down the hall to roll. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates, so carefully with the plates. Funny song, right? Okay. And of course, they did none of these dreadful things, and everything was cleaned and put away safe as quick as lightning, while the hobbit was turning around and round in the middle of the kitchen, trying to see what they were doing. Then they went back and fell forward with his feet on the fender, smoking a pipe. He was blowing the most enormous smoke rings on the mantelpiece, or under the table, or round and round the ceiling, but wherever it went, it was not quick enough to escape Gandalf. Ha! He sent another smoke ring from his short pipe straight through each one of Thorin's. Then Gandalf's smoke ring would go green and come back to hovered around over the wizard's head. He had a cloud of them about him already, and in the dim light it made him look strange and sorcerous. Bobo stood still at watched. He loved smoke rings, and then he blushed to think how proud he had been yesterday morning of the smoke rings. He had sent up the wind over the hill. I think we can keep reading. Okay. Now for some music, said Torrent. Bring out some instruments. Kitty and Philly rushed for their bags and brought back little fiddles. Dory, Nori, and Worry brought out flutes, and some more inside their coats. Bomber produced a drum from the hall. Before and Balfour went out too and came back with clarinets, and they had left Mom the walking sticks. Dwelling about and said, Excuse me, I left mine in the porch. Just bring mine with you, said Torrent. They came back with vials as big as themselves, and with Torrent's harp wrapped in a green cloth. It was a beautiful golden harp, and when Torrent struck it, the music began all at once. So sudden and sweet, and Bilbo almost forgot everything else, and was swept away into dark lands under strange moons, far over the water and very far from his hobbit hole under the hill. The dog came into the room and went from the window that opened in the side of the hill. The firelight flickered. It was April. And still they played on while the shadow of Gandalf's beard wagged against the wall. The dark filled all the room, and the fire died down, and the shadows were lost. And still they played on, and suddenly first one and then another began to sing as they played, deep-throated, singing of the dwarfs in the deep places of their ancient homes. And this is like a fragment of their song, if it can be like their song without their music. Far over the misty mountains cold, to the just deep and cavernous cold, we must away ere break of day to seek the pale enchanted gold. The dwarves of yore make mighty spells, while hammers fell like ringing bells in places deep where dark things sleep, in hollows beneath the fells. For ancient king and elvish lord, there are many a gleaming golden hoard. They shape and wrought, and light they coast, to hide in gems of hilt of sword. On silver necklaces they strum, the flowering stars on crowns they hum. At the dragon fire in twisted wire, they mesh the light of moon and sun. So here's a picture. $13, Bilbo and Gandalf. Cool, right? Far over the misty mountains cold, through dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to claim our long-forgotten gold. Goblets they carve there for themselves, and harps of gold where no man delves. There lay they long, and any a song was sung unheard by men or elves. The pines were roaring on the height, and winds were moaning in the night. The fire was red in flaming spread, and the trees like torches blazed with light. The bells were ringing in the dale, and men looked up with faces pale. Then the dragon's ire, more fierce than fire, laid low their towers and houses frail. The mountains smoked beneath the moon. The dwarfs there heard the trump of doom. They fled their hall to dying fall. Beneath his feet, beneath the moon. Far over the misty mountains grim, 2 dungeons deep and caverns dim, we must await ere break of day to win our hearts and gold from him. So thank you very much. That is part 6. See you next time and we'll continue on part 7. Please also reminding you, please subscribe, please like the video, and spread the word. See you next time. Bye.